I've got some good news to bring you. Yesterday was a whirlwind day that involved courts and an announcement from Governor Pritzker and some guidelines that were sent out by the Illinois Department of Public Health. So a lot was going on yesterday that impacts churches in the state of Illinois. The long story short is we are going back to church. There is a reopen, and those restrictions for churches have been altered. And now we're going to follow. We still have some guidelines, but we're going to be following the guidelines of our Illinois Department of Public Health. Governor Pritzker made an announcement yesterday that removed those restrictions and gave us some new guidelines that were according to our Department of Public Health. So here's what you need to know. We have sent out a text, and then you should be receiving an email because we do want to follow these guidelines. We will have 2 services beginning tomorrow, one at 9:30 and another at 11:30. Those services will approximately be an hour, give or take, and that will give that service enough time to leave. And then the 11:30 service, they'll begin gathering probably about 11 to 11:15, and they'll be coming in. So it'll give us enough time to transition for the crowd, also enough time to clean and disinfect those high traffic and frequent areas that are touched, and so we'll be able to clean. Here's some things that I would like for you to know. We're limiting our services to 75. So the email that you will be receiving, it'll allow you to sign up for the 9:30 or the 11:30 service, and that'll keep us balanced. That way we won't have a majority of individuals show up at one service or the other. So we wanted to make sure, but those 2 services should be able to accommodate our church that does come. So make sure that you are aware of those and stay looking for those emails so that you can get signed up. We're limiting those to 75 people. That's in accordance with those guidelines, the guidance for places of worship, and those that provide religious services. So we want to be in compliance with that. Also, for those who may not feel you're a little ambivalent about coming back, please don't feel pressure to come back. Maybe you're a part of that vulnerable crowd, maybe an elder or who has a pre-existing condition, and you want to monitor a few of the services before you commit to coming back. Don't feel any pressure at all. We're going to continue our online presence, and just like we always have. So you'll still be able to join us online should you choose not to attend. We want to avoid the riskiest behaviors. We want to maintain our social distancing. When you come, please bring a mask as you gather in. We still have those recommendations of gathering in with a mask, at least coming into the building. Also, we're going to avoid the shaking hands and hugs, though we desire to do that as we see one another. We haven't seen one another for 3 months, but we want to avoid those. And in lieu of that, we'll just have a wave. Let the wave substitute for the handshakes and hugs. Also, remember the masks when you come. If you have been sick recently or have any fever at all, we're asking you to stay home. We're going to encourage you to stay home until you feel better. Also, we want you to know that we're going to clean and perform all those disinfecting processes for all of our lobbies and handrails and bathrooms before, in between, and after our services to keep everybody safe. Also, tomorrow is graduation Sunday as well as Pentecost Sunday, and our graduates will be lined up. They'll be outside. You'll have an opportunity to drop off a card and to give them a well-deserved congratulations at the end of both services. I know we had 11:30 drive-by scheduled, but since the schedule's changed a little bit, we still want to give you that opportunity. So when you leave the service, whether it be the 9:30 or the 11:30, the graduates will be there for both services. So you'll still have an opportunity to do that. Stay in tune. We'll stay in touch with every announcement that comes out, and we'll adjust accordingly. But this is very good news. I'm looking forward to being back in church, and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. God bless. We'll have good church in Jesus' name.